and I was not experiencing pain. Did network marketing with 2 different companies, very skeptical. Like Angela posted all this stuff, I just kept scrolling. I don't know what it is, I want to know what it is. She started mentioning business, really started scrolling faster than I didn't want to. And then I was diagnosed, I'm a teacher, and I was diagnosed pre-diabetic, type 2 diabetes in the fall. They said, we think you're going in that direction. Your dad, he had died, he lost parts of his feet because of the diabetes. And I just kept saying, how do I keep away? They say, diet and exercise. I said, okay, I can do the exercise. But I eat sleep with Oreos. That's, that would be my dessert. So when you said that, So I was told pre-diabetic. I had my A1C checked, which for those of you that don't know, it's a snapshot of a 3-month window of how much insulin is still attached to your blood. 6.1, it's supposed to be around the 4.5 range. So I said, man, this really stinks. I don't have to give up my half pint of Ben & Jerry's every single night. And I chase it down with 6 Oreo cookies. And so Angela, and I have a daughter that's just like I am, Angela called me. And, I prayed something would come. Angela called. I think she was really afraid of what I was going to say. Nobody's yelled at me yet for sharing Plexus, just so you know that. It's been 6 months. I told her, I said, I'm going to sign up as an ambassador because I want to wholesale and I don't want you to tell me about meetings. She goes, well, that's good. There aren't any meetings. I said, okay, perfect. It's perfect for me. I had my blood work done 3 months later. My A1C had come down to a 5.9. Not a big deal since I wanted to make sure that it was Plexus. So I refused to change my diet. I continued to eat the Oreos. I continued to eat the Ben & Jerry's, even though they didn't taste very good. I gave up the orange juice, but I wanted to prove I was such a skeptic. So it came down anyway. My fasting blood sugar came down anyway. I lost 15 pounds. Did it happen the first month? No. It took me. First month, I stopped taking naps. Second month, and my daughters in college were saying, it's 11 o'clock on Facebook. Why are you still awake? I don't know, I just had energy. So I didn't notice anything until someone said, are you sleeping better? Sleeping better, no more naps, stopped craving the junk food, started eating broccoli, which I never ate in my entire life. So why do you crave stuff that you've never tried, haven't tasted? And then I stopped having hot flashes. I'm a night sweater, no longer. So that's been great for me. And so it's just been each month something new. So like you said, 2 weeks if someone says, it's not working. If I had stopped at 2 weeks, I would not be feeling healthier and healthier all the time. So
to begin off, I was diagnosed 2 years ago with arthritis and spinal stenosis in my lower back. It was getting aggravated every single day because I also owned a restaurant, being on my feet, all that good stuff. I was on tons of meds for pain relief, and there were days, obviously, that at the end of the day, I was just crying myself to sleep. And I woke up the next morning and just started crying again. Knowing that was what I was going to feel like by the end of the day again. Last summer, I had cortisone shots put on my back, and while I did get some relief from that, it was short-lived. So then the doctor said, well, you can't do these cortisone shots very often. They're just, you have to space them out. So in the meantime, you got to get yourself back on the meds. So finally, come March of this year, I was like, I can't take it any longer. So I went back to the doctor, and they said, okay, well, are we ready to do the shots again? I'm like, okay. Unfortunately, this time, I think my relief lasted maybe 4 days. And the doctor said, okay, well, we have to think about what the next step is, because you can't be on these medications for a permanent period of time because we don't know what that does. It's toxic to your body, warms your liver, all that good stuff. Great stuff, right? So I was like, okay. So the next option was going to be surgery. I was like, I'm not ready to do that. I'm just hitting my, I'm hitting my mid-40s right now, and I'm just not ready to go there yet. So I started seeing my cousin Angie's posts on Facebook, and finally after a couple months, I was like, okay, I'm just going to bite the bullet and call her and find out what this is about. I started mid-May. I decided to go off all of my medications because I wanted to see if the relief that I was getting was from the products. And I started just with the Slim and just with the ProBio. And after 2 weeks, I was like, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling the amount of energy that I have, the mental clarity and focus that I have. It was changing my life just in my depression that I had for how awful I felt. So 2 weeks later, I started taking the last week, and then our support. And I'm now, this is just 4 months. This is 4 months in, and